How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my continuation for the If I Was the Showrunner series for The Flash Season 6. This is for episode 14, entitled The Fallen God. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on into this. The episode starts off where the last one ended. The Black Hole member, who has August, is aiming a lightning gun at Joe. You want your guy or not? The member asks. Yeah, we do. Just let him go, Joe tells him. All right then, we're getting somewhere, the member replies. Just give him to us and we'll be on your be on your way, Joe says cautiously. What? No, I'm not leaving. Let me have access to the Speed Force so I can destroy it, the Black Hole member remarks sternly. Not gonna happen, Joe replies. Oh, and I thought things were going so well, the member states. Suddenly, Joe knocks the gun out of the member's hand and tackles him. Joe tries to put him in a headlock. That's unnecessary, Joe, August admits. Joe turns and looks at him. Let him go. I'll take it from here, August tells him. Joe releases the Black Hole member. August then begins to vibrate. His eyes turn into a blazing white light. Lightning begins to course through him. In a blink of an eye, he's wearing his Godspeed suit. August rushes over to the Black Hole member and picks him up by his neck. Stay out of my way, August warns him sternly. The Black Hole member is so terrified he pisses himself. Scared, huh? August says threateningly. All right, August, calm down, Joe says. Oh, I am calm, Joe, August remarks. He then crushes the Black Hole member's neck and drops him on the ground. No, Joe shouts. I'll be back, but only for Barry. Have him ready for me. We need to talk, August admits. He then runs off. Joe is left in shock. The intro plays. We cut to Joe entering Star Labs. Barry is sitting up on the medical bed as Caitlin stitches up his arm after his hand has been blasted off. My God, what the hell happened? Joe asks worriedly. Agent West, she shot my hand off with one of these lightning guns, Barry says as he cringes of the pain. Is he going to be okay? Joe asks Caitlin. He should be. His wound was already cauterized once the lightning made contact with him, so he didn't lose a lot of blood, Caitlin replies. Well, I have something to tell you, Barry, Joe starts. What is it? Barry asks concernedly. August. He's alive, Joe continues. What? No, Barry starts to say. He then remembers that they never found his body when Dawn was attacking the city. Where'd you see him? Barry asks. Outside just now. A Black Hole member had him, was going to give him back to us in order for him to destroy the Speed Force, but August eventually killed him, Joe states. I need to see him, Barry admits. Hell yes you do. Matter of fact, he told me he wants to talk with you, Joe exclaims. Alright, once I'm done getting stitched up, I'll call him, Barry says. Okay, I'm going to head home. Cecile is probably worried about me, Joe says. As he turns around and is about to walk out, he sees Agent West's body. What happened? Joe says with tears filling his eyes. I was trying to get her to stop destroying the Speed Force, and I tackled her. I accidentally broke her neck, Barry says sadly. We need to bury her, Joe exclaims. We will, I promise, Barry says. Joe then walks off with his head hung low. A few hours pass and Barry decides to call August. You ready to talk? August asks on the other line. Yeah, when and where, Barry replies. You know where, August says back. He then hangs up. Admittedly, Barry knows what August is talking about. We cut to the warehouse Dawn was staying in earlier this season. It's nighttime. August is standing in front of it and in his Godspeed suit. Barry arrives in his Flash suit. Funny you had the same idea, August says lightly. Just in case, Barry exclaims. Oh, you're gonna need it, August admits. Why? Barry asks cautiously. You'll see, August says. I thought you were dead, August. I'm so sorry, Barry says. I know. Seeing your own grave is pretty strange, I must admit, August says back. What happened to you? Barry asks. Well, funny you ask. After our last confrontation, I decided to go solo. Be on my own for a bit, obviously, and when Dawn started to attack the city, I went after him. I saw him. I lunged after him. We got into another scuffle, only this time I started to feel something inside of me. Energy was building up in me and I felt like a god. I then started to punch Dawn as fast as I could. Only after a few moments later, that little bitch ran away. I tried to follow him, but I couldn't find him anywhere. A few months went by and the news came out Wally West had killed him in the Crisis event. Long story short, I began training again, and I secluded myself. I came to the realization about my speed and how I could use it to its full ability, August exclaims. That's great, and now you can come back to the team, Barry says. Oh no, Barry. It's not going to happen, August starts. What do you mean? Barry asks confusedly. Gods don't need teams, August says, as he races over to Barry and lunges his hand into his chest. Barry is completely shocked by the attack. What are you doing? Barry asks as he gasps for air. I'm getting rid of the weak, August says. He then takes his hand out of Barry. Barry falls to the floor trying to breathe. August kicks Barry in the face. He then pulls Barry off the ground. They're face to face now. I should have done this a long-ass time ago, August tells him. He gets ready to decapitate Barry when suddenly Barry headbutts him. August is dazed for a few moments, so Barry speedily punches August a few times. August then falls to the ground. Thought you were a god, Barry says as he looms over his body. I'm gonna kill you, August shouts. He then gets up quickly and tries to punch Barry. Luckily, Barry dodges the attack and begins to race off. You're a little bitch too, just like Thawne, I see, August says to himself. He then chases after Barry. They head to the boat harbor. So this is where it happens, huh? August says menacingly. What's gonna happen? Barry asks. Have I not made it clear enough for you yet? August replies. He then races over to Barry in a zigzag formation, causing Barry to get confused. August then kicks Barry with both of his legs into the cold water. Barry feels as if 1,000 knives are cutting into him. That doesn't feel too good now, does it? August says, laughing. Barry eventually crawls onto one of the docks. He's very weak. August kicks Barry a few more times. All right, I've had my fun. Time to die, Mr. Allen, August says. Barry grabs August's leg and tosses him into the water. August feels paralyzed in the freezing cold water. After a few moments, Barry pulls him out. He then straddles August's body. Barry speedily punches him in the face multiple times, so much that August's mask has been torn and concaved. Get the hell out of here, August, and never come back, Barry says in a mean tone we've never heard from him before. August is actually scared. Barry looks crazy here. August then decides to go. If you come back, I won't stop punching, Barry says sternly. August then runs into the future and leaves Barry cold, wet, and bloodied. Didn't I by Durando begins to play. The camera pans up from Barry for a few moments, showing how isolated and small Barry feels. Eventually, the outro plays, and the episode ends. That was The Flash, Season 6, Episode 14, The Fallen God. And honestly, personally, this was my favorite episode that I've written so far. I mean, I wanted to do, like, a Godspeed and Flash battle for a little bit, but I've been building up to it this season, and, I wanted to make the moment right, and I really love this episode. The ending, the song I picked at the end, I feel like if I could see it, like, in my mind. I know some of you may not be able to, like, visualize this episode as well as I can, but, like, guys, promise. I mean, maybe you can, but, like, the visualization of this episode, like, in my mind right now is so fucking cool. And, like, I don't know, I'm in love with this episode. I think this is my favorite episode, so yeah. But I guess let me hear your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Boop.